Thank you for tuning into the Pre-Patch Podcast. And check out these patch notes.
We talked about sequels with Frostpunk 2, and we're going to move right into the news and talk about some more sequels. I don't know. So I hope it's good. I want it to be good. I know me and Scruffy have put our fucking like heart and soul into Battlefield, at least 2042, and we played a huge amount of this. But 2042 is officially kind of, that officially kind of died as far as development is concerned.
It'll come back again.
Well, I mean, yes, they always do. Like Battlefield always does. That is the cycle of Battlefield. But
it is. But yeah,
it officially developed
on to the next.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
actually, Sin, this is something you called after like I think our last discussion. You did mention like, hey, you wanted a Battlefield that was like all encompassing. And just went back to like the roots of everything.
Another PP predicts, bro.
Yeah,
and that's what they were doing with this one, from what I've heard. And they're taking it back to like a modern day setting, although they are adding a VR mode, which
that's not we don't know if it's confirmed. It is
that not confirmed?
It's rumored on a couple different like pretty good leakers and stuff like that and reporters, but
it's being given to us by an insider, but it's not been like confirmed. We can't confirm nor deny it at the moment.
All right, so gotcha.
They've not come out and said that.
I think the time we've got the time frame and all that though. I think right. That's
it is. So yes, it is going.
Scruff, we can hope. We can hope.
I don't know if I'm hoping. I don't know if I want a BR, to be honest.
More like y'all are coping. Copium, bro.
I'll try it.
Dude, Tony is a fucking look. You got to understand, right? God bless him. We love Tony to death, right? But aside from when he's not making dictator fucking burning young children and to fuel their fires and sending old people to their death, he is also flossing as fucking Doom on Fortnite and or whatever else. So yes, there's two sides to Tony. Right? There's the maniacal dictator and the fucking Fortnite flosser. So
damn, the way you just made that link up like that with Doom, that's sick.
Yeah, I'm sure. You should says the Fortnite person, bro. Anyway. So it's no shocker that the dude wants a BR. I'm also in the same boat as you, Scruff. I don't know if I want a BR. Like I want Battlefield to go back to what Battlefield does. And does well. And I liked 2042. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there was a lot of things about the game that I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I enjoyed. I put a lot of hours into it. You're not a Battlefield. You're not. Well, okay, you are a Battlefield person, but you're not that Battlefield
I just don't like the recent ones.
I actually really liked 2042. We played a lot of that when it first dropped.
I liked 2042. I really was looking forward to them bringing back the original 1942 maps, and they never fucking did anything with it.
Well, yeah, they definitely the portal kind of fell apart. That was the idea.
That's what I'm saying. The entire fucking hype that I had for Battlefield in 2142 was like the portal. They were like, if you're an original 2140 or if you're an original 1942 player, you're gonna love Portal. You're gonna get your old fucking maps. You're gonna get your old feelings. And then I was just like, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Even their extraction mode kind of fell. That was
extraction. I'm so far fucking done with extraction.
Yeah, I was saying. Oh yeah,
but.
I mean, I'm the same with fucking what's it called, BRs at this point, dude. Like I'm getting tired of fucking BRs at this point.
Well, don't worry because apparently what chat's saying, Plague Nemesis is saying anything that Tony plays as far as BR wise is gonna fucking die. So hey, Tony, you keep going and playing all them BRs, let them die off one by
one. You play as much fucking Fortnite as you want to, there, Tony.
Fortnite will never die, boys.
So there actually though is we're gonna go back to Battlefield, but on the BR news, there actually is a game, Enigma, that I would like to try BR wise with you. It's called Supervive, and it is a I don't know if you've seen it, but it is a it's made by Riot or ex Riot devs or something like that, but it's literally like it's a League style BR. I've heard
it looks like Battle Right.
Yeah, reminds me a lot of Battle Right, or reminds me a lot of
it's a top down.
Yeah.
This is League of Legends.
Oh, I did see this. Yeah, I saw this recently.
Yeah,
hey, man, so I give this a go.
We could definitely try that. So anyway, all right, curving back into Battlefield. Battlefield went down a route, right? I think 2042 where they went down. I think they were coming back to like what made them good. Like I did not like, a lot of people did like 5, a lot of people liked 1. I personally did not. Like they went to me in the ways of like the Battlefront style in that game, and I did not like that. You know, whereas this one felt a little bit more in the right direction. I do wish Portal was better because I remember jumping into some of those maps with you, Enigma, at the very beginning.
They were
and it was
fun
fucking fun, dude.
Yeah, it was
like,
great.
Populated in the beginning, and
it was
actually had some
awesome.
hype around
But
it,
after a while, like again, like I said, they didn't fucking support it past launch.
Yep.
And B, like nobody fucking like. Remember when they first released it, and the way like the best way to get experience was to do Portal and just do like bot lobbies or whatever that was. And then they just fucking nerfed it into the ground. At that point, that's where they killed it. There was no reason to play Portal at that point.
The hope was, I think, that the community was going to get behind it, and you know, Mario Maker this shit, right? And whatever. And the Battlefield community is not that, right? Like. There is a small select group of modders, but they're just gonna go mod a game.
Yeah, I was about to say they are, but the whole entire idea I think behind it was again they didn't support it, and then on top of that, there wasn't any reason to play it. It was literally just the people that didn't want to play normal Battlefield were playing Portal, and there just wasn't enough people to fill out lobbies, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't give like the modders or like the community members enough tools in their toolbox to really do anything.
Right. It felt like a very nerfed and neutered version. Cool concept, just didn't go anywhere. But with this one, you know, Vince Zampella is you know, coming out and basically saying like, and he's the Respawn, like he's head of Respawn, and has been around Battlefield for a while. Is coming out and saying like, listen, like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, which for the most amount of people is like, this is fucking the definitive Battlefield. Like, though for me it's 2. I really love 2. I liked
for me it's 1942.
1943 for me.
So all right, Tony, which is yours?
No, it was 2. It was 2 for me. I actually
are you talking about Battlefield Bad Company 2 or Battlefield 2?
I was about to say actually 1942 and Bad Company would have been
Company,
Bad Company was really good as well.
It's really good too.
So I just like 2, man. Like I just remember booting it up on my fucking computer, bro. 2 was just iconic. But anyway, for a lot of people, for a majority of people, 3 and 4, like that is what they know is nostalgic, good. Battlefield.
I probably played the most of 3.
Yeah, and they are, and in fact, even to this day, is still one of the most played Battlefields that are out there. If you ever have a chance to get it, you know, you can get it extremely cheap. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, so they're saying we're gonna go back to those days. Like we're getting rid of the whole specialist thing. I know that was like a big deterrent for a lot of people.
That one bugged me about 2042 as well. Was like, I was just like, why did we go down the hero route? Like I get it,
everything went down the hero route.
Yeah, that's what I was about. I get it that everything, literally every fucking game is a hero shooter these days, but like it just, I don't know, man. It wasn't bad. I don't feel like they did a bad job.
I don't think it was like too over like crazy with the hero route.
They didn't do a terrible job with it. I just felt like I'm like
hated that they strayed away from like the class system.
I just want to go back to my class system where I can be a fucking engineer and be a fucking engineer.
Yeah. Well, for you, Enigma, you mentioned Battlefield 1942. I want to pull this quote out where he said, you know, I think that but I think for me, it's that the peak of Battlefieldness is in that Battlefield 3 and 4 days. So I think it's nostalgic for players, for me, and for the teams even, though those are kind of the heyday. Although I would say 1942 also deserves to be there. So you know, there's hope.
I agree.
Hope. There is hope there.
My only problem is that they said the same fucking thing about 2042. Where they were like, we want to take it back to the heyday, and
I mean, it's a move in the right direction.
That's what I was about to say. We've established that they did move in the correct direction, and I feel like 2042 did a good job with it. It still runs into that same issue of EA just not supporting it. Like I'm really, I can't ever take what EA says as a, you know, a godsend or gospel, because I know for a fact that within like 2-3 years they're just gonna fucking stop supporting it.
I was actually surprised to see they went past like 4 seasons with the game. We all thought they were going to just cut ties after 4 seasons because that's what they promised with the pre-order, like the Gold Edition or whatever, the Ultimate Edition. So I mean, I will give them at least credit. They didn't just like drop it after that, but they still could have done more.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's the same situation that we run into at every fucking Battlefield, and you know, like you said, it'll come back. Like there's no issue with like Battlefield not coming back, because that's the community
curse is the same. Battlefield will always launch, and and look, 3 and 4 are no fucking different. They launched to a shitty fucking version, and then give it a year.
I think it comes literally 1942 is the only and it had its own issues. I'm not saying the 1942 was fucking perfect, but like when it released in a decent state where you could play it and there wasn't any issues. Granted, that was like back in what, 2004.
I was in high school.
Games back then had to launch. Like,
who remembers Battlefield Hardline?
Oh, I remember Hardline. I own Hardline, bro. I bought into that bullshit.
I think, yeah.
So,
dude, I'm hoping. I think, right?
Look,
I do have hope, man. I do have hope. I'm not gonna be a pessimist and an asshole about it, but like, we'll see.
Mean, like I said, and Scruffy called it. I have said for the longest time, and this is kind of what they're leaning at. They basically need to make Battlefield a live service permanently on. That's it. And they just have Battlefield, right? And they just continue to keep updating Battlefield, and maybe seasonal will go into some weird fucking, whatever, but we come back to, this mode, or they adopt kind of like, I don't want them to adopt the Call of Duty mantra of like, hey, they have fucking like 16 different launchers, but like they could say like, hey, like if you want to go play fucking this, go over here and play that. But
if they would have just embraced Portal, I think it would have been better. Like if they just would have embraced Portal, and at that point just been like, hey, if you want to play Battlefield 5, play it in Portal. If you want to play Battlefield 1942, play it in Portal. The new game that we're coming out with, whatever they're naming this new Battlefield, that's going to be in Portal. Like you're just going to have to play it in Portal, and that's how we're gonna push out content updates.
I think that's what this game, this Battlefield kind of sounds like. Yeah, I think why Portal actually didn't work is because it was shoved inside of 2042. Like, I don't know. It's just like it was like a whole game inside of a game, but nobody went to it because.
Well, they did.
Would you?
But they made it impossible for people to fucking play it because there was no reason to fucking play it.
Because their efforts were shifted more towards 2042 instead of Portal. So
here's what I will tell you from a lover of Battlefield and someone that is super excited. Like, I will buy into this. I 100%. Like, I obviously want to see more, but I will buy into it. I love fucking Battlefield, but I will.
We'll buy this instead of COD.
Well, yes. I'm not buying COD. Tony can buy COD for the rest of the whole fucking.
Tony, you gonna buy COD? Yeah, I was about to say.
Don't do me like that.
We gotta have sacrificial lamb, Tony. You're it, bro.
Wait, I gotta play COD.
You don't have to. I already know that the person right above me, this motherfucker up here, will probably also don't let him fucking. He sat there and talked so much shit, and then he's gonna end up buying it day one.
No, I'm not gonna buy that shit. No, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Join me.
No, I will not. Maybe on Game Pass. All right.
So
let's go.
What I was gonna say though is that as a Battlefield fan, this game has some serious competition with a game that we talked about earlier a couple weeks ago with Delta Force, right? Like Delta Force Hawk Ops comes out here, I think, in the next couple of weeks, right?
Not just that. There's another one coming out. Fuck, what was it called? Hold on, keep talking. I'll find it.
Well, but like Delta Force Hawk Ops has a chance to really be a definitive Battlefield experience. Now, again, it's not giving you like the full blown like like, I mean, you do have choppers and things like that, but it's more. It is more boots on the ground than it is like vehicular combat, which again, I enjoy because, to be 100% honest, like vehicles were fucking annoying to me. But anyway, I think that like, Hawk Ops has a chance to really put a dent in Battlefield, and do something big. And then you also have games out there like BattleBit Remastered. We should go back to BattleBit, bro. We have not been in BattleBit in a minute.
They've been putting in some work, dude. I'm still in their Discord. And they put out like literally like weekly updates on that shit, which is crazy to me.
I was playing it for a little bit. It was dope. And then it got really weird with the people who I was playing with. I was just like, okay.
That's how it always works, man.
Yeah, it was still a really good concept. I really enjoyed it for what it was. I was
Wait, they dropped
enjoying
Hawk Ops?
it.
No shot. Plague Nemesis in chat is saying that they dropped Hawk Ops. There's no way.
I don't think so.
It's
because I literally just got it removed off of my account, the beta.
No,
Delta Force?
They 1,000% did. It is just now called Delta Force.
No, they didn't drop it though.
Yes, they did. They dropped the title. They dropped the title. They did not drop the game.
Oh, yeah, it is just Delta Force. Yeah.
And it's free.
Wow, yeah, it's gonna be free to play. Yeah,
I'm excited to play that one. I didn't actually get a chance to.
I wonder why they did that. I wonder why they
Add
dropped
to
that.
my wish list.
Maybe because of Haktua. It was.
Okay.
Can we just really quickly talk about? Did you know that there's a podcast?
Yes, dude, that girl, good for her, man. Honest to God, good for her, bro. She's done. She's done well. She took a drunken fucking bullshit answered question at night and has turned that bitch into a fucking multi-millionaire. Congrats.
Longest 15 minutes of fame anyone's ever had.
Congrats. I'd rather hear about Hawk Tua than hear about Logan Paul or Mr. Beast and their fucking lunch league bullshit.
Thank you for checking out the patch notes. If you enjoyed this small selection from our podcast, come join us every Thursday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern for the full unfiltered pre-patch podcast. And check out our past shows on anchor.fm/prepatch podcast.